I think Coach Narduzzi's vision and energy and what we've done the past 2 seasons has been extraordinary. But I don't think it's where I don't think it's the ceiling at all. I think we should have the opportunity to compete in a college football playoff. I mean, that's what we all want to see, right? And I don't think we're that far off. And he's got an extraordinary coaching staff. I think he's building it the right way with integrity and with hard work and effort and vision. He knows what it takes to compete at that level, and I think we have incredible resources and opportunities to do that. And I don't think it's that far off. Yeah, I think Coach Narduzzi loves Pittsburgh. He loves Pitt, and he loves what he's doing here. And I think as long as he knows that we're committed to making him as successful and his program as successful as possible, then he is going to be incredibly committed here. I mean, I realize the question, and you never know what comes up, but I think he was very intentional about his decision to come here, and very happy about that decision and the timing and everything. I mean, he was, I'm sure, turned down lots of jobs before he accepted this job. So, he's very strategic about putting him in a place where he can have that level of success and in a place that he wants to be. It starts with getting to know the people. And it really started with, probably a conversation I had with Coach Stallings that we sort of scheduled for an hour, and it ended up being about 3.5 hours. And, it's a part of getting to know the people that you're working with. And my biggest question to him was, does he want to be here? Because if he wants to be here, we're going to help him be successful. And there was nothing uncertain about his response and his commitment level to being here at Pitt and wanting to build our basketball program back up. We made it very clear that I kind of have to introduce how I work, and it's a transparent communication. It's open doors. It's let us help you, let us be a part of the program, and don't get discouraged by this is not an easy road right now, and we've got to build it, but we got to help. We got to be all in together to help that. So it's about getting to know him, and then obviously he had a number of coaching staff changes this summer. So now we've built together the coaching staff, which I'm very impressed with the guys that he's assembled around him. In fact, during the interview processes of a number of the assistants, I thought he would go one direction, but he was, people were not as prepared during interviews or whatever. I mean, he held a very high standard to who he's going to surround himself with. So I've been impressed with the coaching staff. And then we've really tried to outline a plan of action steps that we can be much more intentional. And they start very small internally to going to how we're going to, it's basketball in Bigelow the night of, the first night you can practice. We're going to do the event down on Bigelow and have an outdoor basketball event right next to the cathedral and kind of be our midnight madness, if you will. But just things like having Coach Stallings and the incoming freshmen meet with our internal fan committee here. And he spoke incredibly about the vision of the program, and then he had the 5 student athletes there at the time. This was about a month ago or so. Stand up and tell them their names, where they're from, why they chose Pitt, what they're majoring in and what they're studying, and what makes them most excited about being here and what they're looking forward to most in the upcoming year. Each of the student athletes spoke. And I'm just telling you, the committee, when they left, they were impressed with the quality of kids that he has brought into the program.